Do I need an LLC for my home-based daycare? That's a question I come across a lot. My name is Courtney. I'm a licensed CPA and daycare owner, and today we're talking about LLCs. LLC stands for Limited Liability Company, and it's a separate legal business entity structure. When you hear those three letters, LLC, I want you to picture a wall, because that is theoretically what an LLC is supposed to act like. It creates separation between your personal assets and your business. So, in theory, if you are sued or if you face some kind of extenuating debt circumstance related to your home-based daycare and you have an LLC in place, then again, in theory, your personal assets, things like your house and your car, should be protected. So how an LLC is taxed really depends on the tax entity's status that the owner of the LLC elects. That's outside the scope of this video, but just know that having an LLC on its own does not change how you are taxed. An LLC can be helpful if you're looking for some additional peace of mind as a business owner, right? If you're operating a home-based daycare, then you know that so much of your business depends on the things that you do. But as your business grows, maybe you hire assistants, maybe you have full-fledged employees. And while you're there, day in and day out and monitoring things, you can't be with every single employee or every single child all the time. And so sometimes things happen, and having an LLC in place can offer some additional protection. Having an LLC can also make it easier to apply for things like loans and grants and to obtain a business bank account. However, it's important to note that an LLC is not a substitute for liability insurance. Just because you have an LLC does not mean that you are absolved from all liability. The LL in LLC stands for limited liability, not lack of liability. So I always advise every daycare owner, be they home-based or in a center, to get liability insurance. That's going to actually offer you more robust protection than just an LLC alone. An LLC is also not a substitute for having a really good attorney who's familiar with the laws as they relate to daycare owners. And it won't protect you if you don't have really good policies and procedures in place. Setting up an LLC is usually pretty easy. LLCs are created at the state level, and so exactly how you set one up and how much it costs to register one is going to vary based upon the state that you reside in. But generally, you're going to go to your Secretary of State's website to create an LLC. For most states, there's a small registration fee, and then you'll usually need to pay that registration fee annually to make sure that your LLC remains in good standing. So to recap, an LLC is a separate legal entity created at the state level to help business owners shield their personal assets from the claims and creditors of their business. It does not in and of itself change your tax status, and it is not a substitute for liability insurance. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.